Good morning, everybody. The name of this program is Immature, Public Access Television, Pittsfield. And this is the 27th of August. Together, let us rejoice for August weather. This is summertime, folks. The 27th of August, Saturday. And let's see, we can tell you what time it is.
The time is 7:55 a.m.
7:55 a.m. ante-meridian. What's that mean? It means before the meridian, the halfway mark. We still have not learned how to hold a cell phone in our hand and have it take a correct picture for you, where this physiognomy is centered, and then give you the news of this grand universe and the oneness and allness and wholeness of this grand universe. We still do not have an audio tape recorder where Glendora can list the to-do list, where she can have a place for the to-do list. You can't have it up here and keep going over and over and over and over again to make sure you haven't forgotten anything. It's got to be somewhere on a record. Piece of paper is no longer available. But we have a Bible passage. May the God of peace sanctify each one of us completely, through and through. That's all of us. And we do have a hymn. To God be the glory, great things he hath done. So loved he the world, he gave us his Son, who offered his life an atonement for sin, and opened the life gate that all may come in. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear his voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give him the glory, great things he hath done. That's all metaphorical. Can you read the metaphorics in that? It's all true. Can you read the metaphorics in it? I could help you with that. And our word is adventure. And an adventure is a bold undertaking. Now, is it a bold undertaking to sue Pittsfield No Community TV?
The time is
I love you, clock. I love you the way you keep track of every second and every minute. That is a wonderful accomplishment, clock. And then you let us know when the hour goes and when the 24-hour goes. The spin of the earth. But then what does time mean after that? It means, okay, it means a day, a week, a month, a year, a lifetime. What's it mean after that? An adventure is a bold undertaking in which hazards are to be met. Are there any hazards to be met in suing Pittsfield No Community TV in the United States Supreme Court? No, there's no hazards, except for them. And the issue depends upon unforeseen circumstances. No, I have been to the United States Supreme Court many times, and I don't see any unforeseen circumstances. In fact, I know exactly what they will do. I think. That's our word and our joke. What happened when the boarding house blew up? The rumors began to fly. We've got to get after that joke collection and get down to the bottom and stir it up. Get down to the bottom of the pail and stir it up and bring you some fresh jokes. We've got to take time to do that. Never mind got to, Glendora. We must take time to do that. Stop using that word gotta. Gotta do this, gotta do that. Speak good English, everybody. Is that part of Americanism, to speak good English? No, Americanism has to do with ideals. What are the ideals? Freedom. Freedom of speech. Standing up for what is right. Standing behind the Constitution. Making sure that it's enforced, mainly by judges and courts. They're the violators of the Constitution, very often. Okay. What happened yesterday? Well, we believe in a way that Pittsfield No Community TV capitulated. They actually had the decency to answer a communication. Now, I don't know which communication it was, but after I made the video yesterday explaining what was going on, trying to explain it is very difficult to explain their immature behavior. But after the video was made and it was put down on the YouTube for you to intercept, if you care to, I left in voicemail to Sean Serra, I think that's his last name, the so-called director, that I had exposed this on YouTube as to what action I was going to take against them. That's all, that it was there. I didn't advise him to listen to it or anything else. I just had told him it was there. Whether he saw it or not, I don't know. And whether this seeing it or not seeing it caused a communication to come through. It came through from an unknown name, an unknown title. It was saying something about send the video in. And there again, there was that mention of a producer had to do it. Glendora couldn't touch it. And arises the ugly head of the issue. Who says? Who says it has to be through a producer? Who says? It's Glendora's program. Who says it has to be through a producer? What is the statutory authority for that? New York state law? Federal law? I don't think so. But let that be. And let them wallow in their adolescence about that. I think it might be a good idea to go to my friend Glenn Williams, who is the executive director of Boston Public Access TV. It's called the Boston Neighborhood Network. And Glenn is very intelligent, very reasonable, and mature. He's grown up. He acts like a grown-up. Opposed to Pittsfield, no community TV. They act like children. Puerile is the word for it. Puerile. And tell Glenn what they're trying to pull off here and what they have tried to pull off for 13 years. I have been opposing this and standing up for right 13 years. Back in 2010 it started, 2009. It started with a man named Norm Schaefer, who was unbelievably ignorant and arrogant. And he had his decade of keeping the program off of TV just out of spite and out of egotism. And you think this program is all about, when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how do you treat others. So we'll ask Glenn and see if Glenn wants to talk to Mrs. Sarah or Mr. Sean, whatever his last name is, talk to him and reason with him and bring him to maturity. Make him act like a grown-up. Glenn is a great force in public access TV. Like Glendora, it is in his heart, and he will stand up for it. Just the way Glendora stood up that a cable TV operator cannot exercise editorial control over public access TV and take them to court. Where she won that case. And the issue has not arisen again. Is Pittsfield No Community TV exercising editorial control? Yes. 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 They just plain don't want to let the program be on TV. How much bigger can your editorial control get than that? I'm also thinking of taking the whole matter to the Berkshire Eagle, the newspaper in Berkshire County, of exposing it to them, how public access TV is being mismanaged in the city of Pittsfield. What do you think? Yes or no? What is your final word on this today? I could have one of my helpers call and say, and negotiate it's ridiculous, negotiate. They have to do it. Arrange the cable casting of the program. Now, this person who got in touch with us yesterday by email said, send us the program. Well, my dear, the program is in your Dropbox, and it's been in your Dropbox for practically a month, waiting for you to put it on the TV, cable cast it. And so has the illegal, no statutory authority requirement that we have a Pittsfield native present the program, saying, I'm a Pittsfield native, here's a program, A Chat with Glendora. And even if it were a statute, what good does it do? What good does it do the world? What service does it perform? So I guess that's the last word on it. Have Phil call, or have Victoria call, and make the arrangement and get that program on the TV. I think the whole city of Pittsfield needs the kind message that we're trying to get out. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you help others. The city of Pittsfield is having a very upsetting problem with homeless, those dear, unfortunate homeless people with the needle. Hanging around the library, and then around my friend's church, which is the First Church Christian Science in Pittsfield, urinating against the walls, defecating, leaving their t-shirts and their sweatshirts, and sleeping behind the church. And people go to the mayor's office, and the mayor's office says go to the police, and the police say go to the jail, and nobody can make these people move on, stay away, and not come back. Cannot make these people find the richness and the greatness of the soul that is in them, and the productivity and the creativity. That's what they have to find. They're human beings. Okay, what else happened yesterday? I would say 25 receipts and requests for reimbursement were sent to the trust yesterday. To the point of almost overwhelming them. We have a letter into the Chief Executive Officer, a Master in Public Administration, named Mr. Wade, about the trust paying for the people that Glendora pay to help her. If the trust doesn't pay for that, what is the trust there to pay for? That's number one. The trust has to pay for people to help Glendora. Well, number one could be the rent and the food and the clothing and the laundry and things like that. That's a letter to Mr. Wade saying that an MPA should be able to figure that out. So that's the second big thing that happened yesterday. The first was either the capitulation or non-capitulation of Pittsfield Public Access TV. Anything else? Yes, I told you, weather. Remember, August. Next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend is Labor Day. We still have until September 21st. And the sun and the earth going around the sun. It's down this quarter. It's gone down this quarter. Now it's turning around, honey. And now it's coming up to this quarter, almost finished this quarter, which is the third quarter. And then the last quarter again. Jokes, Glendora. These people need jokes. You need to hear them laugh. With God we go to spread the joy of life. We win each day the happiness of love. We count our blessings. We give thanks. We give joy. Stop the cruel. Oh, stop the cruel.